Gym girl versus average boy. Who's stronger? For years, strength has often been associated with men. Society has created the idea that boys are naturally stronger than girls, while men typically have biological advantages. In muscle mass and testosterone levels, the question of gym girl versus average boy, who's stronger, is not as simple as many think. When we compare a woman who trains seriously in the gym with an average man who does not exercise, the results may surprise you. Strength is not just about gender, it's about training, consistency, diet, and lifestyle. Let's dive into the details. 1. The biological baseline. Men versus women on average. Men are biologically built with more lean muscle and higher testosterone. This gives them an advantage in raw strength potential. For example, men have around 40% muscle mass, while women average closer to 30 to 35%. Men generally have denser bones and larger frames. Testosterone in men is 10 to 15 times higher than in women, which supports greater muscle growth. At first glance, this seems to settle the debate: men are stronger. But that's not the full story. 2. Training changes everything. Strength isn't just about potential, it's about how much of that potential is used. A man who doesn't exercise, eats poorly, and lives a sedentary lifestyle will not perform at his biological best. A woman who trains regularly, lifts weights, follows a protein-rich diet, and builds her body over years can outperform an average man in many strength-based tasks. In fact, studies show that trained women can lift more than untrained men of the same weight, especially in lower body movements like squats and deadlifts. 3. Real-world comparisons. Let's imagine two people. Gym girl, 24 years old, trains 4 to 5 days a week, lifts weights, does strength training, eats 120 grams of protein daily. She can squat 200 pounds, bench press 120 pounds, and deadlift 250 pounds. Average boy, 24 years old, doesn't exercise regularly, maybe plays casual sports, eats a regular diet with little focus on nutrition. He can bench press 70 pounds, squat 120 pounds, and deadlift 150 pounds. Now compare them. On the squat and deadlift, gym girl easily wins. On the bench press, she may still be stronger, even if by a small margin. In endurance activities like push-ups, planks, or running, she's also likely ahead. So, in a head-to-head strength test, the trained woman beats the untrained man. 4. Lower body versus upper body strength. One key detail. Women often excel in lower body strength compared to men. Men usually have stronger upper bodies because of greater shoulder and chest muscle mass. But women's hips and legs are proportionally stronger. This means a gym girl might squat or deadlift more than an average boy, but he might still do more pull-ups. However, training can easily flip that outcome. 5. Mental discipline and training consistency. Strength is not only about the body, it's also about the mind. A gym girl who dedicates herself to training develops discipline, endurance, and resilience. The average boy who has never stepped foot in the gym might lack the mental toughness needed to push through physical challenges. In sports, martial arts, or even endurance tests, mindset plays a huge role. In many cases, trained women outperform untrained men simply because they work harder and have built stronger habits. 6. Myths that need busting. There are many myths when it comes to comparing male and female strength. Let's clear a few. Myth 1. Men are always stronger. Gives false. Strength is relative to training, nutrition, and body composition. Myth 2. Women can't build muscle like men. Gives partially true because of lower testosterone, but women can still build significant muscle mass and strength. Myth 3. A fit man will always beat a fit woman. Gives not always. In certain sports, like ultra-endurance or gymnastics, women often outperform men. 7. The social factor. Sometimes, society underestimates women's strength. Many people assume a man will always outperform a woman in strength challenges. But in gyms across the world, trained women regularly outlift untrained or even moderately trained men. For example, in CrossFit competitions, women lift weights that many average men cannot handle. In powerlifting, elite women squat and deadlift more than most men in regular gyms. This proves that effort beats assumptions. 8. Scientific studies and evidence. Several studies have compared trained women and untrained men. Findings suggest women who lift weights consistently can reach strength levels equal to or above average untrained men. Women excel in muscle endurance, being able to perform more reps with lighter weights. In relative strength compared to body weight, trained women often match or surpass untrained men. This evidence shows that training is the key, not just gender. 9. The psychological impact. When an average boy realizes a gym-trained woman is stronger, it often challenges his ego. This is because strength has long been tied to masculinity. However, times are changing. Many men now admire strong women. Social media showcases thousands of fitness influencers proving that women can be just as powerful as men. The narrative is shifting from men are stronger to anyone can be stronger with training. 10. Conclusion. Who's stronger? So, gym girl versus average boy. Who's stronger? The answer is clear. The gym girl wins most of the time. Why? Because training beats natural advantage. While men have biological benefits, an untrained man cannot compete with a trained woman who has built her strength consistently. The real lesson here is that strength is earned, not given. Gender plays a role, but lifestyle, discipline, and consistency matter much more. So, next time you walk into a gym, don't be surprised if the girl next to you is squatting more than you. She earned it. Final word. Instead of asking who's stronger, maybe the better question is, who's working harder to become stronger? Because in the end, dedication beats biology.